This is the reason why you should always be careful and change your locks when you move into a new house. I didn't, and this almost cost my life. Story time. So I move into this new house in a nice area. The house is good. Rent is not that expensive. And I loved it there. The first week, everything was fine. Second week, I started noticing that things were going missing. I'm talking about my stuff, like personal items, will go missing. Bearing in mind, I live on my own in the house. So I was always thinking, is it the landlord who's doing this? But then I just ignore it. So things started getting even more weirder and weirder. Things were being moved about. And sometimes I will come home to stuff being scattered about. I like to be clean and tidy, so seeing these things were alarming. It was really worrying. Anyway, one night I was having the runs because I ate something super spicy, so I was constantly going in and out of the toilet. I went and then I could hear footsteps. This was really weird. Then I could see the door handle being open, so I stood up. I didn't even need to do my business. I just stood up and I stood behind the door. The door opens and then someone walks in. I was scared. I was shitting myself. Then they walked towards the shower and I hit them at the back of their head. They fell down. I quickly run out and I locked the bathroom door. I rang the police. They took their glorious time. But before I did that, I started to go to the kitchen to go look for a knife or something just to protect myself. But tell me why. The knife was nowhere to be seen, which means the person I had knocked out have got my knife. I started to panic. The cops arrived there. They opened the bathroom door and they arrested him. This guy was the previous tenant there. He wasn't paying his rent. He was getting into arguments with the landlord, so the landlord kicked him out. What he did before he left, he made copies of the keys so he could come in and out of the house. So hence the reason why stuff were being moved about, stuff were missing in my house. He was arrested, of course, but people, I nearly lost my life. Can you imagine if I was fast asleep, what he would have done to me? Wow. Be careful out there, people.